Ceana TV. You are watching from Ceana Central, hosted by Osae and Empress Maushi. Ceana, helping build Everland.
Ago na mi Ceana duao kwaya ma Ceana zagadu vo makwaya duga mele Dallas 2025 ya gogovo ya association challenge have a fiem guda plero aba de cloviena akwai vai ma hababo de sia de jababa fli pepe gaka yodo gidime ine kaga chowia dova flade Greater Boston play Washington DC Metro Inca o do mi drinya afetwa de dankwaneba showdown time akayo nyena mega kla mega dogo le problem hafi o dade sia mega hohota feto Vincent kosi kla afeno akpene amatepi pakpelo fo hamavi yonya hababo yo le Washington DC Metro Inca o jagbagba difia afeto Patrick Sosu amaga Jonathan Safo kla Greater Boston hamavi okata bazauza etogbo ponele na vava yata Washington DC Metro Inca we hogban le foi vayama aka tami kam Greater Boston tola bo yo le ban hogala foi amade ama vaga lo kadro ku kameola da Ivy Kwashi kla afo Francis Sagbafia UVA ade wongba gbade dega family foi ama miato yo le Chicago ade da karo amako kla mama Saduji ka ganya Empress Mausi foi vayima ne dong baba yo ma khotoli ogake foi amade leke ononoge ha afo Winfred Badama da esi adoboe bela hababo yo le Dallas ya nyenye nwie ba me patata noge me le foi amaya ga ke me dongba to hede ne mi da leke noge ole de mi ati wa dan kunu kla Jesse ada ko fiamia novice hababo yo le New Jersey da Matilda kla amaga sashi me dovlo mi tangba na Dallas du kwa fufuga haya Ewaga, Ewe Association of Georgia, Aika Klolanya Efo Ben, Untuche, Akla Efo Godfred Amposa, Amiabanana Dega Fiamia. Afo David Abusa Dr. James Do, Enka Dege Houston le family Dallas ha. Novinho hababo yo le Delaware Valley. Afo Kobla Doku, Amaga Dodoja. Bela afo Patrick Ajadu. Demie Bonakpe Maboma Bode Kugane mi le Dallas ha. Global Part Dr. Victor Do, Bela Amaga Didier Klu. Mijagbagba mi anglome pa ubole gbonozo abokpi hena kamete tele Dallas he afo Michael Fiachi Dr. Forgive Avogbado ekplo hababo yo le North Carolina aleke ha nuka jogele Dallas le fayam hababo yo le Charlotte North Carolina afoto eje soa bela afono Edith Tra akavia de va fito finambe mi la gbagba de sere jambe yo bubu Dr. Chachu Nyamadi bela mi afang dojo wa le gbagba wa dase chianchi hena mabubu he I'm vaga. Hababo yo le Columbus. Afo Tony yo me sokla amaga Justice Audi. An leken noge mi afa nyaule le Dallas le payame. Novice hababo yo le New England. Afo Doji. Da America ja. Nka tutu dame mi le New England a bonere Dallas na mi ha. Awe Canadian Cultural Organization of Ontario. Ma tutu mi atoene mi le yevu gbema he. Are you planning to beat our Association of Charlotte, North Carolina this year? Myegangle beba mega la jamo he. Nukunu to heade wa nyena afo kofi gbekuli VP1 yewa jagbagba ta hubu neji ko afo Eric Z kla amaga Tony dogbe miafa nkuole miajila hababo yole Cincinnati Dayton JK Alo McBuxton kla Dr. Bernard Kadagwe afaya meya zero ade kama bubugala yamavu jakwao he mi jagbagba ne miafwasire miafa kotoko mekle miato nyawloko joko ya majeje sibe Dr. Gatakwila vuyama ko vuyama nyonyoroge fuyama gbede he wadu fuya bo penalere hababo yole Southern California da Christine Chikata afo kafui mensa Ekpla afoto sama nu maugbe. Amie nyanu yi miatewa wo he. Miele mia susunto, miele mokpom na mi le Dallas le payame. Afoto Joshua amewo. Amie wezo dona wa ba nunola alokpola ye ke le habobo yo le Colorado a nguana. Ayi afo Cornelius akume. Ekpla afo Francis agbaka o le megbeno kwa. Vovoma liohe. Dr. Wonyo da Harriet. Ekpla United Away of Arizona. Amie mokpom ba mi ba ngolo me pen koda gbegbala me le payame he. Amega ega ante. Amie le wo kle habobo yo le Quebec a susuma le gbegbe. Miato, miaja gbagba hafu asi akojo gale fe iva ima tutungo gbe idoro ngole Ghana Togo kle Benin tome. Akafe ya mea, mi la gbagba de sere jembe mia sire dollar akbalo fa vebla to ikenye $250,000 dile Dallas le fe ya kome. Henango gbe doji le venyiba oji. Ceana, Michola, Micho, maba Micho, vadwo kwengo gbe yia. Amade kama wagana miohe. Mionto kwa we, hafi wanyo, hominya.
Ceana. The Council of Ebe Associations of North America, Ceana, will be gathering this year during the Labor Day weekend in Dallas, Texas. Heritage 20 Corporation, registered here in the United States and also in Ghana as Nechi Ghana Limited, are one of the sponsors of this year's Ceana 2025. We are a crowdfunding group, like-minded people who seek the welfare of our communities back home and seeking to provide opportunities not only to invest but also to develop the quality of life of people. Heritage 20, Nechi Ghana Limited, would be doing a presentation at this year's Ceana 2025 to introduce our project to the community and invite you to become a part of it. Our farm is located at Beme at Akachi North. We have acquired about 70 acres, of which 40 acres have been cleared and cultivated with cassava. Our second farm is located at Zemu at Akachi North. Cassava is becoming the gold crop of West Africa. It is one of those crops that has tremendous value. Some of the value added to cassava include cassava flour, which is high quality cassava flour that breweries and baking industries use. Also cassava chips for animal feed and human consumption. Cassava is also used to produce gari, very common in African households and in the world, and it's also used for ethanol and alcohol distilleries. Starch from cassava is used for textiles, food, and pharmaceuticals. It is also used for sorbitol, which is a sweetener for food production and pharmaceuticals. We invite you this year to join us in our presentation on the sidelines of the Ceana 2025 to learn more about our company. We invite you to come and explore and see how you can become a part of this great initiative, which is providing jobs for the communities where our farms are and improving the quality of lives of people, but more importantly, has huge potential. I look forward to seeing you at Ceana 2025 as you join us in our presentation to learn more about us.
Ceana. Le docteur Chachu Nyamadi, président du Conseil des associations évêques d'Amérique du Nord, Ceana, en collaboration avec Monsieur Winfred Kobla Bedema, président de l'association évêque de Dallas, au Texas, qui est aussi le vice-président de Ceana, vous invite cordialement à la 32e convention annuelle de Ceana, qui se tiendra à Dallas, au Texas, aux États-Unis. Date du 28 août au 1er septembre 2025. Lieu Sheraton DFW Airport Hotel, 4440 West Carpenter Freeway Avenue, Texas 75063. Thème: notre santé, notre richesse. Invité d'honneur: très honorable Alban Soumana Kinford Bagbin, président du Parlement du Ghana. Conférencier principal: Dr Kenneth Apenya. Autres invités: l'honorable Roxon Nelson Etier Dapamokpo, député de Sabdaïn et whip de la majorité au Parlement. L'honorable Emmanuel Vejra, député de Ho-West et président du conseil d'administration de GetFarm. L'honorable James Gounou, ministre régional de la Volta. Le docteur Johnson Pandit Esiama, gouverneur de la Banque du Ghana. L'honorable Gabriel Kobla Tanko Komiga Tokle, membre du conseil d'état du Ghana. Et Togbi Agbelon Agbotoko, le 2, chef de Salo et représentant de la Ceana and Eveland. Comme d'habitude, le maître de cérémonie est FO Sip-D, assisté de Maman Sadouji, impératrice Maouchi. Le légendaire Agboti Yao Mawenam, tant attendu, sera à faire là. La légende sera présente cette année pour se produire en direct tout au long de la convention. Je vous le dis, la convention de cette année sera l'une des meilleures de la Ceana. L'équipe de l'association évêque de Dallas est déterminée à faire de cette convention la meilleure pour les années à venir. Rejoignez-nous et profitez de l'hospitalité Big Day, d'un programme d'activités riche en événements impliquant le monde des affaires et de nombreuses autres activités passionnantes prévues du jeudi au dimanche pour votre plus grand plaisir. Dance Cowboys, Cowgirls, jeudi soir, excursion au bureau de la gravure et de l'impression et au musée des sciences et de l'histoire de Fort Wayne le vendredi. Vendredi soir, un grand débat de chefs et des reines mères aura lieu. L'assemblée générale aura lieu le samedi matin, suivi peu après d'un forum d'affaires et d'un dîner banquet unique en son genre plus tard dans la soirée. La messe non confessionnelle de remerciement aura lieu le dimanche matin. Peu après la messe, un grand pique-nique sera organisé avec des plats ghanéens somptueux et authentiques que vous n'avez pas goûté depuis des années. Pour tout couronner, le dimanche soir, après le pique-nique, nous vous proposons 3 programmes. 1. Soirée discours lasan pour les adultes. 2. Notre traditionnelle soirée Toli. 3. Soirée détente pour les jeunes. Plusieurs activités sont prévues pour les jeunes. Un forum d'affaires pour poser des questions et échanger avec notre communauté d'affaires, ainsi que de nombreuses autres activités passionnantes. Venez réseauter et collecter des fonds pour achever la rénovation de la bibliothèque de l'école d'ingénieurs Anglogan et lancer la construction d'un laboratoire et santé à Agotim à Pokokwe. Ne manquez pas la convention de cette année. Inscrivez-vous dès aujourd'hui sur www.dallasew.org pour participer à cette convention mémorable. À bientôt à Dallas.
Are you ready to start a rewarding career in healthcare? Become a certified home health aide in the state of New Jersey with our 2-week training program. Enroll today to begin your journey. It is simple. Email us at pccshhtrainingschool@gmail.com or newmanpccsinfo@gmail.com to reserve your spot in our New Jersey Board of Nursing approved training course. Receive expert training. Our hands-on comprehensive home health aid program offers more than just knowledge. It provides real-world experience. Learn directly from seasoned professionals who will guide you every step of the way. Transform your future with skills that truly makes a difference. Begin your career with expert guidance and hands-on practice. You will be certified and ready to launch a successful career as a home health aide. Don't wait. Start your healthcare journey with us today. Contact us to enroll. Call us at 862-755-8464 or 848-218-1555 or 773-960-5416 or send an email to pccshhtrainingschool@gmail.com or newmanpccsinfo@gmail.com. What are you waiting for? Grab this opportunity to transform your future with skills that truly makes a difference.
Ceana. The Council of Able Associations of North America, Ceana, will be gathering this year during the Labor Day weekend in Dallas, Texas. Heritage 20 Corporation, registered here in the United States and also in Ghana as Nechi Ghana Limited, are one of the sponsors of this year's Ceana 2025. We are a crowdfunding group like-minded people who seek the welfare of our communities back home and seeking to provide opportunities not only to invest but also to develop the quality of life of people. Heritage 20, Nechi Ghana Limited, would be doing a presentation at this year's Ceana 2025 to introduce our project to the community and invite you to become a part of it. Our farm is located at Beme at Akachi North. We have acquired about 70 acres, of which 40 acres have been cleared and cultivated with cassava. Our second farm is located at Zemu at Akachi North. Cassava is becoming the gold crop of West Africa. It is one of those crops that has tremendous value. Some of the value added to cassava include cassava flour, which is high quality cassava flour that breweries and baking industries use. Also cassava chips for animal feed and human consumption. Cassava is also used to produce gari, very common in African households and in the world, and it's also used for ethanol and alcohol distilleries. Starch from cassava is used for textiles, food, and pharmaceuticals. It is also used for sorbitol, which is a sweetener for food production and pharmaceuticals. We invite you this year to join us in our presentation on the sidelines of the Ceana 2025 to learn more about our company. We invite you to come and explore and see how you can become a part of this great initiative, which is providing jobs for the communities where our farms are and improving the quality of lives of people, but more importantly, has huge potential. I look forward to seeing you at Ceana 2025 as you join us in our presentation to learn more about us.
Welcome to Ceana TV. You are watching from Ceana Central, hosted by Steve and Empress Mawushi. Ceana, helping build Everland.
Mado Agbendi na Amashama, ye Makpemi va Ceana Central. Nkonyenye for Steve. Abale kemi wane koshida. Me began me have a series okay know your candidate. Gaka egba we are taking a quick break day. Nemia hono ne amatohiado kalemia doma. In dokuchialo India depending on Africa emia pomla. Yeta mado ways of tohiade nami. Kakama de kukunami ba mi jet wana goma ma jide fu mi yigene mi avek ba mi aba me pepe anu aba afonu nami cho a project here they can some of the commercials already. Eta over vaga no ava konyamanami no ada nyamanami dale kemi agbelig bled them gada ele Ghana. Kakama de kukunami de ameshamane jagbagba ne mia share mi apa linka ne mi le mi apa YouTube channel ajidi mi apa site mi jagba ne mia like ne mia subscribe. Yeah, I know I share. Let me subscribe. You share. Let me another one kodi. Okay, you will get a notification. Akbena mi gaka abale kemi wana koshida. Menya nyere kakuyo enye bakle da Nicole. Yeah, a worker. Apinya yo da Nicole amagado wezona ameshame. You are welcome to Ceana Central. Today is a very special show. Today we have some 3 distinguished gentlemen among us that will be interviewing for the next hour and a half or thereabout. Would have a good interaction to introduce to us Heritage 20, a very special program or project that is being undertaken in Ghana. So we'll get to know a little bit more about it and how you and I can become a partner in this venture. But before then, as always, my co-host. Let's welcome the most elegant Nicole Larba.
If we see you better me up this morning.
Hey, Nicole, you are looking so precious this morning. Yeah.
God for this. I thank God.
Congratulations.
Yo,
How was your week? You had a great week?
Been busy, but I'm grateful for it. I'm grateful for it.
Okay, so today we're taking a little break away from the candidates, right?
Yes.
Okay, take it away, Nicole.
All right. I was on kaka fufunye dadanyo we vale do gay dakpina mi be mi le kamekudo mi egbea mi dakpina mi sibeli ke fosi gronenea mi le take break egbe. We're switching it up a little bit. Georginam talk as school enia agbelia and de benye Georginan and agbelia, one of my favorite food ever. So this is also one of the topic that I'm really excited to know more about this. So guys, welcome. Welcome back to Ceana Central. I am Nicole. As you know, those of you who are watching and this is your first time, my name is Nicole Makafui Larba. That's all my three names, first names. And I am one of the Ceana hosts here for Africulture. I host Africulture every Sunday right here at 4 p.m. or 8 p.m. GMT. I also have my personal channel, Chatting with Nicole, on YouTube. I post the videos. We air at the same time. So please check me out. And please, when you are watching us, please stay interactive. Let's find out, send us questions about what is going on and this, amazing, amazing thing we are going to hear, project we are going to hear. So I'm just super happy to be here, excited to be here, so grateful to be here. So for Steve, without further ado, I want us to get this started.
All right, so let's get it going. Before we get to let's take a quick commercial break day. Because I feel over the we need to send a jet to get them into the studio. So we'll take a quick break to allow you to get some water, to get some coffee, to get whatever you need to get, a quick snack. But please share the link. We'll be right back to bring you the guest for today. Stay tuned.
Welcome to Ceana TV. You are watching from Ceana Central, hosted by Steve and Empress Mawushi. Ceana, helping build Everland. to Ceana TV. You are watching from Ceana Central, hosted by Steve and Empress Mawushi. Ceana, helping build Everland.
Yo, Kamaraku Miawe Esson. Abale Kamidong Banamia. Mipa, we would, right after the break, we would meet the guest for today's show. It's Nicole, without further ado, as you said, let's go right down to the green room to invite into the show our guests for today.
Yeah.
Today we have such a distinguished panel of guests and that we are going to meet. We have Reverend Martin Osae, Dr. Charles Kojo Taoji, and Professor Michael Osae, who is joining us all the way from Ghana. So we have a very distinguished panel among us today. So Marco Miawezonlo, Reverend, you are so many times returning guests. Let's go to you first and welcome everyone. Okay, if you can indulge us before you introduce each other with the tragic events that have befallen our country. And since our motherland is in mourning today, can we solidarize with them and lead us in a minute of silence?
Let us take a moment of silence, please. May the souls of our departed countrymen rest in peace.
Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Okay. Your Ref, please take it away to introduce yourself.
All right. Yo, Prof. Steve. Thank you very much, Akpenami. My name is Reverend Martin Osae. I am an educator. First of all, I'm also a Reverend Minister, educator with the Dallas Independent School District, a science teacher mentor in the state of Texas, and the pastor of the Ghanaian Community Presbyterian Church, a parent, a father, and I'm also heavily involved in the DFW, the Dallas Metroplex, as a community leader. Akpe.
Okay, your Akpe Rev. But let's go to your last namesake. Who is the older? Is Prof the older Lord Rev?
I'm the older.
Martin is the older one.
Prof.
Yeah.
Okay, Prof. Merku, if you can introduce yourself, please.
Yo, for Steve Akpe. Young Kwenye Michael Seto Osae. My background is I'm a research scientist working with the Ghana Atomic Energy Commission and an associate professor of nuclear agriculture with the University of Ghana. May have 20 years and more experience in the area of agriculture in Ghana, working closely with different categories of scientists, working from farm to fork. So basically everything from soils to post-harvest technology. And on the Heritage 20 Corporation registered here in Ghana as NECHI, I am the technical advisor supporting with technical advice on the cassava cultivation and how to establish the farm and how to put the produce to use and maintaining the farm and everything. And I'm happy to be here on this show.
Akpe Prof. Marco is not atomic energy. Atomic energy Galemi actually Ghana. Yeah, but I believe we are going to enrich in uranium.
Okay.
Yeah, we are going to enrich in the uranium Ghana.
Oh, that's a good question.
The uranium enriched, but we are exploring nuclear energy, and very soon we're going to add nuclear energy to our energy mix.
Ever since Dr. Kwame Nkrumah time, I mean, in 60 something.
Yeah.
Anyway, that is not why we are here today. Dr. Kawaja, very cool. You can introduce yourself, please.
Okay. First of all, I would say thank you for the invitation. or giving us a chance to appear on Ceana Central TV this morning. Nito Banama Shama, Nidina Mashama, Nidana Mikata, Neo Don Kaka, yet Don Quenya, Kojo, Tom, you've gone Charles, Mashama for Kojo. Ojimorani Shama, near second day. I came at the secondary school of Finsu. I think I Legon. Actually, spent some time on the University of Legon farms, and then we went to Legon, of course. After that, I came to the US. That's why I finished my BS actually. Then continued a year with masters, food and science, and then later on got into management. So my degree, a doctorate degree, is actually in management. Right now, I've been in the food industry for over 30 years by now. Yes, and I'm the current the technical director for food safety, customer services, and research and development. This organization in Oklahoma. And I'm also currently the president for our Heritage 20 Corporation. And we have been engaged in cassava cultivation, and later we plan to go into processing cassava. Currently, I'm in Edmond, which is north of Oklahoma City. And this is where I'm talking from right now. I'm very happy to be on this show. Thank you all. Hopefully, we will learn something this afternoon and this morning.
Yo, Kamaraku, ma do is on Amashama, Akbenami. Dakami Akataminya and Bladarao, Manyaba Reverend Yana Badurana Mina, Nyaba Nukuana Chini. Kakamaka, I can be do but Takari, but play dress of the man and Black game alone. Yabba, a Yado, Bakla, and Yado, I had no. Yeah, what I'm saying,
we are modern day farmers.
Yeah, there you go.
Hello, Nicole, please take it away.
All right. So me always on kaka me only java odolo akpena mesiame. Akpena mi kaka agbeli and the menye jonajina nyam dun agbeli kudo anything I eat agbeli with anything cassava with everything. So I am very, very excited to learn about what is going on. So can you if Kojo, I don't know if you wanted to start with you, but I can start with you to give us a history. I know it's a lot of us on the call today. So what can you give us a history of Heritage 20? Why Heritage 20? Give us the history, please, if you don't mind.
Okay, thank you for the question. And please, you indulge us because of the nature of the subject we'll be discussing. We may tend to speak English sometimes, so now the history of the Heritage 20 Corporation. Charlotte, I think that's 2019, I think, or 2021.
19, yeah.
19,
19, yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
2019. Okay. Good, thank you. There's a group called One Volta Group, which was actually formed when the NBB government was trying to split some regions, including the Volta region. And our idea was definitely to resist that. Need that schedule. Time here we us split the Volta region into one, into two, no one knew a job. KO referendum of that following year, either Ceana. You need who, okay. On your years or Najita, Niamunia, a Dudamavio, also a far. We have to do something. So there was strong energy going around. So we decided to harness that into something that we can do to help our region. So we formed task forces. We had one for culture, we had one for rural development, we had one for education and human resources, and we had one for medical, and also we had another one for food and agriculture together. So as the time went on, we had several meetings among we had various task force leaders, but then eventually things kind of fell out. But the one group that kept standing is the one now is the food and agriculture task force. So eventually, so we through our activities and meetings and all that, we evolved that particular group into, of course, it's a business group, and it's called Energy Corporation. It's registered in the U.S. and then in Ghana a year later, we have a company there called Nechi Ghana Limited. We have about 7 of us who are interim directors right now, who our management have monthly, sometimes more than once in a month, a meeting to talk about affairs and all that. And this includes Rose Ivy Kwashi, Judith Ofori, Bernard Gadagbe, Jonas Agbuta, of course, Prof. Michael Osae, and then Pani Party also is involved. Then also on the ground in Ghana, we have a very strong team there too, which is led by Prof. Osae, and then we have Moses Torwuozo as the operations manager, and you also have Judith Ofori, because she's in between Ghana and UK, so she's there very often. We have 2 strong consultants also. One is Kokochi. He happens to be the former director of our Greek in North Akachi district. And then also you have Professor Bobobi. He's an agricultural engineer who has been teaching KMUST. And he is also involved in our group and all as a consultant. So that's where we are at this point.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Akpe. If Steve, you have any follow-up before I can ask?
Yo,
I have anything to add?
Yo, the commander any a dog. Mogo almost America your minya gado. Gaka mia pialo. But most of you have an extensive experience in agriculture and food safety, food science. Yes, so in view of this extensive experience and also knowledge base, may we ask, but out of all the, I don't even know if cassava will be considered a cash crop. Out of all the cash crops that we can think about that day, why cassava? Gaka api ani maranado question mangwa. Nyamanyana Prof or Rev, if you have anything that you would like to add to a Fokojo presentation now.
Oh, Fokojo has covered it very much as far as the history. I think the crux of the matter is why cassava. So let's go to that.
Why cassava?
So why cassava?
Yeah, I'll take that.
Okay, yeah.
Cassava. I mean, all of us growing up in our communities, cassava is a very resilient crop. In fact, in the days where there was famine in 1983, because that could stand the drought conditions and everything. So it's a very resilient crop that can grow anywhere on the continent, and it's been doing very well. Even in drought conditions, you can still get some yield. Okay, most importantly, cassava, because of the uses of cassava, it's become more like the golden root in Ghana and most of West Africa. We get a lot of products from cassava. If you listen to the trail video that was shared earlier, you can get high quality cassava flour that is being used to substitute wheat flour in bakery and confectionery. You can get glucose syrup, you can get sorbitol, you can get starch, which is used widely in industry, in the textile industry, in pharmaceuticals, and other things. And agbeli awa fire keme in a waste too. The leaves are edible, they have high nutritional value. The peels are used to feed animals, and beyond feeding animals, Oko Amedo have even through research been able to produce cement from cassava peels. So no part of the cassava goes to waste. In fact, even no starch, echiado, which is considered to be waste, that wastewater has also been found to be very useful. It can be processed into meat tenderizer. So from the leaves all the way to the root is very useful. And in recent times, there have been several industries springing up in Ghana, apart from the Ayensu Starch Factory, which was a president's special initiative during Kufuor's time. Now we have several cassava factories, Caltech, we have the Sinostone, and so many other ones springing up across the country that are processing cassava into high-value products, to ethanol and so many other things. There is huge potential for cassava. That is why we have decided to explore cassava and see. And I am even confident that if Ghana position or Africa position ourselves very well, we can get cassava to overtake cocoa as a major cash crop. Akwe.
Okay. Reverend Martin Miracle, any overnight process starch up or the water from it, the Miracle, can we process that into cassava wine? Palm wine.
It's very interesting you ask that question. Actually, that is one of the innovations going on right now, where the cassava juice or the liquid coming out of cassava is being used to make cassava wine. I was just reading some research the last few days, and that is in the making. So even though it is at the experimental level at the moment, do you also know that the cassava peels, those who do mushroom farming, use the cassava peel to actually set the base for their mushroom production. It is also used for compost. So there is endless. And Heritage 20 and Nechi, we want to not just go into the traditional gari and all that. We are thinking futuristic. How can we move into those high yield or high end byproducts of cassava? So even though we are not at the processing portion of our project yet, that is definitely the direction we are going, to be sure that we are well positioned to be the ones going into the ethanol, the cassava wine, the byproducts of cassava into building materials such as Prof has said. Imagine cassava peels now being used to make cement for building and reducing the cost of building materials. So the potential is huge and the opportunities are endless. But I think Heritage 20 and Nechi, we are well positioned with all our brains and our intellectual capacity. We should be able to move this project to a place that will make, cassava one of the gold. Already it is, but one of the crops that, like Prof rightly said, can very easily surpass cocoa as the cash crop in Ghana. Akbe.
Yeah, Nicole, before we take a break, do you have any question for them before we take a quick break?
No, I wanted to make sure that for Michael, you are in Ghana right now, correct?
Yeah, I'm in Ghana.
Oh, okay. So for Martin, Reverend Martin, you are in the US here.
Yes, Texas. Yes.
You are in Texas. Okay. Yeah. All right. So for Steve, it's so amazing to know. We know what we can do, the gari and stuff, right? We don't know about the pills. We don't know about the cassava. And now is the wine, because in the video I heard, alcohol, right? Like drinks. And like that was one of my options. So where are we going with this? Where are we going from here? So because I was in Ghana, when I was in Ghana, and I think it was Togo, one of them, and I can see how they were making the palm wine, right? When you were talking about the juice, I'm just thinking about that. And then when you smell the smell of the juice, I can only see it's almost can do exactly what it does, because I love cassava. I'm just telling you, I just love cassava. Everything, anything cassava, I love it. So if we Steve, I think we can take a break.
Can I add?
Next time you come to Ghana, I'll take you to an Agbilika club spot.
Oh my God, that's one of. Can you imagine that when I was in I went to can you imagine we drove from Lomé to Lomé all the way to Aplao just to get Agbilikanklo last time I was there.
Oh yeah.
It was so heavy. It was so heavy. I couldn't. My suitcase was so heavy. I had to give some of them out. So that's how much I love. I love
Okay, but Macho, let me add something to what Rev already said.
The two outsides have said, right?
Yeah. Another major item that we can get from processed cassava is the high quality cassava flour, which Prof said or Reverend said that okay, it's used in the breweries, okay, but also that flour can be used to replace wheat flour in baking, especially bread.
Oh.
The research shows that we can actually replace up to about 30% of the wheat flour with cassava flour. So that's a huge potential there, especially with this world events, because Ghana get a lot of their flour through Ukraine, through Turkey from Ukraine. Now they cannot do that, so the cost of flour it's expensive. So if we can act very quickly and get that flour, wheat flour replaced with cassava flour, which we can produce locally, it will save a lot of people and to reduce the cost of bread in Ghana. And it's just a big open opportunity for us there. So our time is actually very, very good.
Before we go to break, let me say that plastics have become a major issue globally. Now there is the technology for cassava starch to be processed into biodegradable polymers that will help, with plastic, all these to-go boxes that never rot. Now we can use cassava starch to create biodegradable plastics as well as food packaging. And these things, when they go in the ground, they will decompose and will not be plastic that will be choking our gutters and causing floods. So that, like I said, those are the areas we want to really pay attention to, because there are new territories that we can open up and make a difference.
Right.
Yeah, Nicole, before we take the break, we have this technocrats before us today, right? Nobody has said anything about the usual Agbalimo, hello. But we all grew up on Agbalimo
and Gary.
I just have to 2 days ago. I just have Agbeli Kume. I cooked Agbeli Kume 2 days ago. So it's amazing for us to even be here. We can still purchase that. It's everywhere. So it's just crazy. It's just, we are just so blessed.
Okay.
Those are traditional products from Agbeli, and growing up in school, Gary was our savior. And Agbelima and all that. So, and we still have all this school feeding program that is going on, and a lot of schools still buy a lot of Gari and Agbelima. So the market for cassava itself is really huge, especially processing into any of these products we have spoken about. The potential is huge for economic transformation of our country.
And for Steve, if you don't have anything, you have Agbeli. You have Gary. And just pour and just wait for and get bigger. You're not gonna be hungry. It's. I think you guys just made an awesome choice. And I don't even know if you know the rest of all of this before you even started it. I'm sure you are discovering as you go how amazing this is. So I just think that you guys made an awesome choice, and I know a lot is going to come with this. So, first, Steve, I know we are overdue for a break, for a quick break. This is exciting. Evosi, you want to say anything before we go to break?
Yeah, we'll take a quick break. Let me go grab me some agbelikaklo and.
Evosi, no, you can't do that. You cannot do that for me right now. You cannot do that to me, okay?
All right. Thank you for watching. Please stay tuned. We're gonna take a short break, and we would come back. If you had to grab an agbelikaklo, please do so.
Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere.
Share the link. We'll be right back after this short commercial break.
Welcome to Ceana TV. You are watching from Ceana Central, hosted by Ofo Steve and Empress Mawushi. Ceana, helping build Everland.
Hey David, as-tu entendu parler de Ceana 2025 à Dallas? Ce sera le plus grand événement de l'année.
J'en ai entendu parler, mais dis-moi davantage, Richard. Qu'est-ce qui le rend si extraordinaire?
Oh, par où commencer? C'est une célébration de 4 jours remplis de culture, de réseautage et d'expériences inoubliables. Et en plus, ils ont rendu l'inscription super facile.
Vraiment? Comment puis-je m'inscrire?
C'est simple. Il suffit d'aller sur www.dallasairways.org et de choisir ton forfait. Tu peux même ajouter une excursion à $60 pour explorer la belle ville de Dallas en style.
Ça a l'air génial. Mais qu'en est-il de l'hébergement à l'hôtel?
Pas de souci. L'inscription à la convention est liée à la réservation d'hôtel. Lorsque tu t'inscris, il te suffit de sélectionner si tu as besoin d'un hôtel et les dates de ton séjour.
Oh, très intéressant. Et je n'ai même pas besoin de 2 liens.
Pas du tout. Tu recevras un email du Sheraton DFW avec les détails de ta réservation et un formulaire d'autorisation de ta carte de crédit pour la finaliser. Et le meilleur, tu ne seras facturé pour ta chambre qu'au moment de ton départ.
C'est vraiment pratique. Y a-t-il autre chose que je devrais savoir?
Eh oui, comme si le forfait n'était pas déjà incroyable, ils viennent d'annoncer que tous ceux qui s'inscrivent maintenant bénéficieront d'un petit déjeuner américain, buffet et gratuit à l'hôtel.
Je n'en crois pas mes oreilles. C'est vraiment une offre spéciale. Je serai de la partie et je m'inscris.
Et voilà, réservons-nous maintenant, réservons nos places tout de suite et rendez-vous à Ceana 2025. Ce sera inoubliable.
Yo, madakuku medogo na Ceana menora kata anyamianovi agoti ya o mauna ile mopomna anyakura nufofu. Abemado pejina mibe Lucian Sogbe moho bisavo tam mele amoji bonalo nyajogo le Dallas lo mauna irani.
Land of America, Ebena Bobo Yewonya, Land of America, Fafa Bobo Yenye Ceana.
Wake me up, baby, and I go make you my lady all night long. Body me money, cow. Wake me up, baby, and I go make you my lady all night long. Body me.
Welcome to Ceana TV. You are watching from Ceana Central, hosted by Ofo Steve and Empress Mawushi. Ceana, helping build Everland.
Welcome back to Ceana Central. Today we are speaking to 3 gentlemen, a very distinguished gentleman that we are discussing a cash crop, cassava production, and that they have told us the many usefulness of cassava. Right. So now let's go into Nechi Corporation in Ghana. How is this being done? Malashoba, you've already acquired some land and you have begun some production there. Can you give us an insight to what is going on in Ghana with regard to the project?
Okay, yeah, I'll take that question. Okay. Before I go on or start that, I was just reminded that when I mentioned the names of the interim management in the U.S., I left one person out, and his name is Ferdinand Agbota. He's very astute in what financing and stuff like that. So will also be is part of the group. I mean that we do have our monthly meetings with. Okay, now
For Mauli Halamade. For
yes,
Mauli
yeah,
yeah, respected boss. You Halamade.
yes, he's one. Okay, he's one of the original guys in the group. Yeah, Bakula, Afo, Gordon, Sabla.
Oh, got it. Oh, okay.
They're all part of it.
Village boy.
Yeah. So, so actually, we did something like a 1 year pilot very quickly when we started to give us an idea, to get our hands wet a little bit in the business or in the farming before we started. And as how do you call the lessons learned, we decided we should have our own, 100% owned by this group. But the pilot we did it with a chief over there in a small village in Ghana. So we send people out to go and start to look for, because the area Nitrusa as a Tazavu Akachi community area the vegetation is very nice. I mean, so I spent a whole week there just touring the area. So we decided to stay there. So so we want to set up about 5 or 6 different locations. People promise you go there, you don't like what you see. You go there. I mean, it's not big. The land is not big enough for what we are looking for. So eventually, if I can the parent Chila the family is willing to let us have it at a very reasonable, at least per acre per year, and that's where we are right now. So we are near at least 70 acres right now because I started. Right now, near clear. Of course, it's a virgin land, which means that archaeology. No, I'm much. Bango. I feel I till the land I prepare for planting. So right now we've done about 40 acres of that, and we've planted plot 1, plot 2. Now we are going to plot 3. Plot 1 came out for harvesting 2 months ago. We did that, and now we are getting ready to replant that plot 1, and then in addition to that, we will also get plot 3 ready for planting. Maybe this month into next month that will be done. And in addition to that, which is not too far from where we are right now, but the little community is called Zamu. Here, at Tarakachenchi. It's not a virgin land at all. We just going in and then clear and then plow and start getting ready for planting. We are getting ready to enter into a contract with this family too. So we are going to have 2 separate farms, and then our aim is to, by the end of this year, at least into next year, get at least 100 acres. Then from that point on, yes, we're going to work towards getting 250 acres. And that's the point where we will actually start to see break even and then start getting money off for our investors. Yes.
Yo, Doc Marco Akbar. Nicole, do you have a follow-up question along if any member of the panel would want to add to Doc representation?
Yeah, I'll add to what Doc said. Those of us who came to this are in it for the long haul. This is not a get rich quick or get your money back quick venture.
Yeah.
We are looking at the long term, right? So we are more so like a startup at this time. And we are all putting our money into this. And that's the beautiful thing about crowdfunding. I alone can't go do a cassava plantation. But together, there are about 25 of us in this group. We all put our money into it, and we are getting this done. We've employed people on the land. Seasonally, it provides jobs for the community to come and harvest cassava. You know, mothers and their children come and work for us when we are harvesting. So we are making an impact in the community. But down the line, as we begin to increase our acreage and begin to add value to the cassava, you can tell the huge potential this can be, not only to better the quality of life of the people, but also it can be economically beneficial to the investors when we get to that point that we begin to now, what do you call it, take money out of our shares or the dividends on our investment, the return on investment. The potential is huge. So we encourage everyone who is thinking about investing back home, this really is an opportunity for you. Okay.
Yeah, Prof. Marco, do you have anything you would like to add?
For cassava production, varieties you produce now is very important. And as a business, we carefully selected the varieties that we are cultivating so that they are useful, whether we're going into processing for food or for industrial purposes. These are dual purpose varieties that we are cultivating on our farm. That we carefully chose those varieties so that we will not be stranded, harvest, and then we cannot get market for it or whatever it is. So I just want to add that bit. Thank you.
Yeah, Prof, that is a very interesting and that's a very profound statement. But there are varieties. There are varieties. Can you enlighten us a little bit about varieties and what are the specific usefulness for each variety?
Yeah, so cassava, we have the same cassava is cassava. Like, may have several varieties. So there are traditional varieties.
It looked like we lost Prof. Marco, you might dog allo any dog allo Prof. If one of you would want to continue with the variety, yeah.
Okay. For example, the first one I'm here, plot one I'm here near door. Okay, like he said, we made a conscious decision to at least do 3 types of varieties. Okay, the Kenya Basafita, and then there's the Kenya Ampon. I feel the Kenya Sika Banchi. But Basafita is very good for making fufu. But no rare. Mamlawa, Ampon, Papo Sika. Okay, they are good for industrial processing. So yeah, that's what we're trying to say. Because now it will give us the flexibility. Okay, look at market women. Or maybe follow. I don't know, because they are making ethanol, so they take all kinds of cassava because they just need the energy and the biomass on the cassava to do what they do. So we have that flexibility as we work through. But the plan is that next planting as well on the replanting, we are going to go all with Basafita because of that, making gari and then also making fufu or agbalimo out of that. Yes.
Okay. Okay, Prof, welcome back. Dog, but me have Ampon, me have Sika. Masita. Yamba fufu cassava. You say akpala cassava halo. Marco, Prof.
Look at.
I just want to add where we have several varieties that have been released by the researchers in Ghana, CSIR, from the universities, from atomic energy, and all that. And each variety has specific values for cultivation. Though they are very useful for fufu, for ampesi, for gari. Some have high quality starch and all that. These varieties are readily available from the research institutions and from the big commercial farmers. That when you need the varieties based on what you want to use it for, we can advise on the selection of the variety, and then where you can source those varieties from. We can show you. But cassava is not just cassava. You have to know what you want to do, and then select the varieties that would meet the processing needs for whatever you want to process it into. Okay.
Prof, Marakuma Bialo, Gafifia, Nemi Irashima, Fifiaba, Minada Agbeli Flaga, Ajaba, Mia interrogate, Miava Agbeli, Maniama, Bakaya, Majima cover at Tofu, Tama Fufu.
Knowledge is power.
Knowledge is power.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, market women are yet to be educated on these things. That most of the time they are then you just buy. But those who process, especially for the high quality cassava flour, for gari and those things, they are very selective with the type of varieties that they buy. What to produce so that you are not stranded when your cassava is ready for harvest. Yeah.
To add to that, some of them are high yielding, and some of them don't take as long to mature. So really? When you are looking at the economics of it, which variety can I grow 2 or 3 times a year, and which one, when I pull that stick, I have a lot of cassava under it. So all of those are things that we take into consideration.
And if you are in a drought-prone area, which ones are drought tolerant and which ones are disease resistant, and all those things that they come into play.
Yeah. Wow.
Cassava industry. I'm all about being an
It's a whole science.
I tell you. For Mauli, he sent in a suggestion. A friend of mine has 40 acres land at Adaklu for lease or outright purchase. It's a vocal jo Maraku Abana Miaba Gala Radio Maraku Miayo. Not why last year, very interesting. Last year, Miaba keynote speaker for Charles Ball.
Yeah.
And he spoke so passionately about cassava farming and especially at Adaklu. So I don't know. You have 40 acres here for Malibia Janamia. I'm not sure. Afokone also sent in a comment. Let's read Afokone's comment very quickly. Congratulations. All the use of cassava are produced by Airways. Why is it that cassava names are in tree when tree people do not produce anything aside from change any more cassava?
So new variety Adobe released recently. They have high beta carotene content, so that gives it high vitamin A. So they are actually useful for, we call it biofortified cassava for nutritional intervention. And 2 of them are Nicole and Eve. The kanye nyonku beli, nyonku, so that is good for your eye. And then the other one is ponu beli, so good for seeing.
So they have to do with eyes.
Yes.
Actually, Ray, to add to Prof's this submission, I have a table in front of me. The first item, the first variety on that table is called Afisiafi. That was released in 1993. And there's another one that's called Agbalifia. That one was released in 2005. So when you look at a bluebird,
okay. Wow.
Okay.
Right now, Eastern Virginia, the leading producer of cassava in Ghana.
Right.
Voltage is like a 3rd or 4th position. But that's one of our goals. But we can move water to number 2. Then one day in 5 years to number 1. So let's all take that challenge and support the program.
Yeah, Dr. Mabialo, in terms of Gali production, the many Volta region, Togo, Bakla, Nigeria are the leading producers of Garia.
Okay, that's probably true. Like what the start I mentioned, that is the total output for per year.
Okay.
That's yeah. including and Pesi Banchi and all that. That's not just organic. Yes. It's like Nigeria is the world producer of cassava. Gaka, Thailand and Malaysia are the world leading exporter of cassava.
Yeah. And Mexico too, right? Because I mean, most of them
yuca. They call it yuca.
Yuca, yeah. That's I get sometimes I have to get it from the Mexican store or the farmers market. So Mexicans as well, Mexico as well. So we can stay here for Steve and talk about history of cassava forever. I don't think we're gonna there's so much to learn about cassava. But for the sake of time, so right now, I know that we have to be patient. I know that you just is starting and we have all these amazing history and what is about to come. What is the stage right now? You said we just harvest. So after harvest right now, right now, with what we are doing, where are we? Are we processing? Are we processing raw materials or raw products right now? Or where are we? What are we doing right now?
Okay, right now we are not processing at this point. We are getting ready to harvest 16 acres in about a week
16,
or two.
Okay.
16 acres, which is probably about several pounds of cassava, which is ready, it's mature to be harvested. Come on. People. They went to the farm actually yesterday and did a test. There are 2 varieties on that particular field. Basafita, Bakpal Ampoeleji, Tao, O Testa, a Fulero, a Raro, Go Log Elia, Basafita, our Nita, market women will probably be buying that. Then the other one, Ampon, will be selling that in tonnage to Volo near a hole right now. Yes.
So right now we just selling it. Right now, when we harvest it, it's ready and it's good. It's tested. We are just selling it to the market.
Exactly.
Okay. And right now it's only in Ghana. Obviously, we only selling it to the local people right now. Correct?
That's the local people and the local plants that are producing further product out of it.
Okay. All right. And first, Steve, you have anything to add on that?
Right. So a follow up though, Malaysia, before you went into the cultivation, you did some market surveys as well. So you do have ready markets that you can feed the specific varieties that you have chosen. Would that be correct in thinking so?
Yeah, I mentioned earlier. Okay, a place like Volo, they are producing ethanol, so they use all the varieties.
Okay.
And so all the tree that we produce, the three varieties that we have planted now can be sold as a whole to Volo. But out of that tree, there is Basafita that is good for fufu and gali and all that too. We have that, yeah.
So I have a question though for Steve. So we talked about the Sika one, the one that Sika, is that the one that it is shiny? Is that the one that is, as you're thinking about it, is that shiny? Is a little bit, the skin is shiny?
No, if you look at let's maybe a Prof can probably take that question. Otherwise.
Prof, do you know if it's that one? Because I when I get that one, I want to know, like, I have some. I was just thinking about it because I saw it last time. Is that the shiny one, or how do you even tell which one is which?
No, the Sika Banchi is dark, and if you peel the outer layer, the first coat before you get to the cassava itself is very pink colored. That is the Sika Banchi. Yes.
Okay. All right. So we are saying that right now we are just selling it. We have not been, distributing. Well, we are not exporting as of yet. We are not there yet. So for Steve, I know that we are talking about investing. But before we go and ask how people can invest, before we get to that, how easy or hard it was to register, Heritage 20 in Ghana. How? Because I know people will be watching. How did we get that? How long did it take you? How easy or hard was it?
Okay, Ghana. It's Nechi Ghana Limited.
Ghana Limited, yeah, Nechi, sorry, yeah.
Nechi, which means let it grow.
To grow, yeah.
Yeah, Nechi. Yeah, not the coconut tree, but Nechi.
Nechi.
Nechi. It was not that hard at all because we have a lawyer consultant who helped us to do it. So
okay.
Once we are ready to get going, we try to do it ourselves, and it was hard. We couldn't do it, so we had a lawyer who actually, luckily he's from my village, so it was a little much easier. He took it up, and then we just have to pay him a fee to do that, and then that's how we get it. On the other hand, the heritage, we did that in the US, so that was not that point. We had this Alfred Amusu was in the group, so he took the lead. Between him and I, we got that done too. So that's how it all started.
Akpenami, we have been talking to this very three distinguished gentlemen, and they have been giving us some insight to all. We've been having fun about cassava. We all know growing up how cassava have saved all of us, our lives.
Yeah.
And coming up, Gary is our best friend in growing up. So if you have any questions, we're going to be taking a quick break, and when we come back, of course, Rev talked about crowdfunding. So we would look at the investment opportunities, how you and I watching or listening today, if we are thinking about investment, what are the opportunities there, and if they'll be able to entice us to do so. So we're going to take a quick break, but let me acknowledge for Simon has been here since the beginning. But Uncle, I see you. And for Mario, of course, my big boss is here watching us all the way from Ghana. He's trying to sell us 40 acres. America love for Mauli, but 40 acres not a dream for America. That's not why he said, look. Vokone also joined the conversation all the way from Denver, Colorado. Tina also joined, said, I had no idea cassava has a whole scientific Tina, you are not alone. No. We are all we just know about Agbeli
Agbeli Kanklo, and then Yaka.
Today we'll be drinking some this cassava wine soon.
Yep.
Maybe Dallas will serve us a cassava wine.
Hey, that's too soon. That's too soon.
Everybody is with so thank you. Thanks for your free education. Akpenami. Look, this is an interactive show. Please join us and send your comments if you have any questions for this very three distinguished gentlemen that have availed themselves to us today. Get to know them and get to know all there is to know about the cassava industry, most especially the Heritage 20. We'll take a quick break and we'll be right back after that. Don't go anywhere. Keep continuing to share the link. Thank you.
Welcome to Ceana TV. You are watching from Ceana Central, hosted by Steve and Empress Mawushi. Ceana, helping build Everland.
Welcome back. We'll do a quick program notes. On Ceana Media, we have so many program liners each week for you. Let me go through them very quickly. Every Friday, for Lawrence Mawinyega brings you a very entertaining African jazz and traditional music. Look, I don't know if you've missed any of them, but most especially if you missed yesterday, please go back to the YouTube and listen to it. And as a matter of fact, just go back and listen to all the sessions that he has had, and you will really enjoy a selection. That comes your way every Friday from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. When we get right into Saturday, bright and early, my sister Gan, Miss Del Bakleda Sarah would bring you Health and Wellness Hub. They've taken a quick break because they are hosting X this year. So right after the convention, they'll be back on air. And right after they get off air, Ceana Central. Yeah, we bring you such entertaining and very educative show like what we are having today. And Mama Sadiji, hello, Mama Empress Maushi is not here with us because we're having a special sections and which could arise, which could delve into the area of conflict of interest. In a few weeks, I should be back on set with us. We go right to Ghana where we meet Mia Dagan, authentic mama, bringing you Dunenyo Bobobo show. As a matter of fact, as soon as we are done from here, authentic mama will be coming your way all the way from Ghana. Dunenyo Bobobo show. As soon as she's done, Mia strong Dr. Wanyo, Dana, me, Mama Vero, Posiris, and the Enyonam would bring you Mia strong. And that is for the Saturday. We are not done. Sunday, we have our one and only Nicole, Larba will bring you African culture. Very, very, very entertaining. Later, stay tuned for this show tomorrow as well. Yeah, we also know, but next week we've been doing this series of get to know your candidates, and this will be the wrap-up show where the a full-willy contestant for the position of the president of Ceana would be on air for 2 solid hours from 11 to 1 o'clock. So please tune in, make a date, and come prepared with all the questions that you want to know. This has never been done, but for the first time in the history of Ceana, for those contesting or volunteering themselves to serve Ceana fraternity, we are bringing them before you. Look, we have some very talented and knowledgeable candidates in this year's election, in the election era that probably I have ever seen in my association with Ceana. So please tune in next week, same time, to meet Efo Willie, and you get to know him, and he will tell us all about what he intends to do. We'll tell you more about it. So please tune in next week. We've been talking about after that, the following week, of course, Miaba President, Dr. Chachu Nyamadi. He would come and say a farewell to us. He's been serving the Ceana for the last 6 years as president and having served 3 years previously as vice president. So for 9 years, he's dedicated his life and his family life to the service of Ceana. We'd like to appreciate him and thank you so much for his service. So he would come and speak to us before we get to Dallas 2025. Like I can't ask if you haven't registered it. If you have not done so, I can tell you, I can ask you, what are you waiting for? Well, we are going. My bag is packed. The whole family's bag is packed, and we are on our way. We can't just wait for the 28th to set a flight to Dallas. So please come join us. Remember, you have to register. So if you haven't done so, well, I don't know what else to tell you. So join me. All I can say is that come join me. It's going to be a fun 4 days and 3 nights event. And this is one that you just cannot afford to miss. So we'll be bringing you some more information on it as well. Of course, today we are talking to Heritage 20. They would be live in Ceana. So please, yes, we are hearing a little bit more about what they do, what their intentions are, and the investment opportunities. But come meet them at Dallas and get to meet them in person and then get to ask them all the questions. They'll avail themselves from Thursday all the way through Sunday. So there is ample time to interact with them and get to know them and get to hear the ideas and some of the challenges that they are facing and how you can join, especially the investment opportunities. As Reverend Martin Osae told us, this is a crowdfunding project. We'll get to hear a little bit more about that in a few. Ceana is all about fundraising. That is the essence of why we go to Ceana convention every year. And this year is no different. This year, Nyabe target is $250,000. And we want to appreciate those who have jumpstarted our fundraising efforts. We have Dr. Doe, F.O. Steve, and my wife Vivian Newman, Madam Esther Oklu, MJ Lawa, Na Aklo Fupoi, Dr. Safa Ko, Damelba and Louis Polly, her husband, Purple Moon, thank you, Sandra, and Madam Rita, Stefan Koji, and Dr. Kujo. We want to thank all of you. Look, any one of us can do so today. You can pledge, you can donate, and these are the numbers that you get. Ceana is an organization that has done so much and continue to do so much. It's a 501c3 organization. So we want to thank you. Menyaba, Dr. Torwuozo, but check is in the mail, and I'm sure I will get it soon. Prof, Marco, you can go to Ghana and donate if you are not here. But I'm sure that you'll be here for the convention, of course. Rev and we've gone a long way, and Rev always donates to this cause. So he and I was a core member many years ago. And so I know, but for all of you who are watching and listening to us, please come join in our campaign and donate. We have several projects that is under construction. The Anglogan project is under construction. And then we have, as a matter of fact, we have 10 other projects that are lined up. So please come support us. All right, we take a quick break and we go back to our guests so that we can go through the investment opportunities and anything else that we needed to know. Akpenami, we'll be right back.
Ceana, Ceana, Ceana. The Council of Ebe Associations of North America, Ceana, will be gathering this year during the Labor Day weekend in Dallas, Texas. Heritage 20 Corporation, registered here in the United States and also in Ghana as Nechi Ghana Limited, are one of the sponsors of this year's Ceana 2025. We are a crowdfunding group, like-minded people who seek the welfare of our communities back home and seeking to provide opportunities not only to invest but also to develop the quality of life of people. Heritage 20, Nechi Ghana Limited, would be doing a presentation at this year's Ceana 2025 to introduce our project to the community and invite you to become a part of it. Our farm is located at Beme at Akachi North. We have acquired about 70 acres, of which 40 acres have been cleared and cultivated with cassava. Our second farm is located at Zemu at Akachi North. Cassava is becoming the gold crop of West Africa. It is one of those crops that has tremendous value. Some of the value added to cassava include cassava flour, which is high quality cassava flour that breweries and baking industries use. Also cassava chips for animal feed and human consumption. Cassava is also used to produce gari, very common in African households and in the world, and it's also used for ethanol and alcohol distilleries. Starch from cassava is used for textiles, food, and pharmaceuticals. It is also used for sorbitol, which is a sweetener for food production and pharmaceuticals. We invite you this year to join us in our presentation on the sidelines of the Ceana 2025 to learn more about our company. We invite you to come and explore and see how you can become a part of this great initiative, which is providing jobs for the communities where our farms are and improving the quality of lives of people, but more importantly, has huge potential. I look forward to seeing you at Ceana 2025 as you join us in our presentation to learn more about us.
Welcome to Ceana TV. You are watching from Ceana Central, hosted by Steve and Empress Mawushi. Ceana, helping build Everland.
Yo, Akpenami, Miaga, Dowizon, na Amashama. We have been talking to Dr. Torwuozo, Kojo, Prof. Osae, and Reverend Osae about the cassava industry, most especially Heritage 20 and Nechi in company in Ghana. It is Reverend Martin Osae mentioned several times crowdfunding. Let's explore what crowdfunding means and what are the investment opportunities for anyone listening to us or who would be watching this show later on as to how can one invest in Heritage 20 or Nechi, one and the same. Michael, may I take a question? May I take a lead on it?
I think I will start and then Dr. Torwuozo will give some specifics on our investor packages that are available. But I do want to say, first of all, that I was very excited about this opportunity. Number one, because it offers me an opportunity to make a difference back home. How so? That we have a farm, that a group of us come together, and though we are in the diaspora, the majority of us, but we are doing something back home to help our people. that excites me, number one. Number two, that as we think about investment opportunities, we only think about 401ks and all those other things that go on here. But as a good investor, you have to diversify. And it gives me great joy to know that I'm doing some investment back in Ghana, particularly in an area that is of interest to me. So that is the exciting part of it. However, the biggest appeal is that I don't have to have all the money to do it by myself. I have joined with a group of other people so that together we put our money in the pot and we are able to do this. We have now employed workers on the land. And then seasonally, when we harvest, all the people in the community, we have people who come and help with the harvesting and earn money doing that. Now, I talked about crowdfunding. What does that mean? It means a number of people coming together, identifying an investment opportunity, and putting all their monies together to put in there. So that is what Heritage 20 has done, and that is what NECHI Foundation and Heritage 20 stands for. I know we'll come to amounts, but just on the surface, we ask that a minimum of $1,200 a year, which if you break it down, is $100 a month. In fact, if you go to Starbucks, you know that you spend more than $100 in a month if you are one who drives through Starbucks every morning or every now and then, right? So for me, as an investor and the investment mindset, $100 a month to start something that is going to build and yield dividends in the future. And again, not get rich quick. This is a long-term project, but I'm looking at when we start processing and when we begin to export our products, and when we float and become, like on the Ghana Stock Exchange or whatever, that type of investment is something that you can count on for your retirement. So just on the basic level, minimum, you can do more, but minimum we ask you to commit to $1,200. And these days, you can even set it on auto draft or do a scheduled Zelle that goes directly in our account, and everything is set up for that. So Dr. Torwuozo will give more specifics, but we are asking you make a minimum commitment, $100 a month, and become a part of this crowdfunding group. Right now, we have about 25 investors. Some I have actually personally brought into the program from the Dallas area. So all of us, everyone get one. We can grow this thing, and the potential is endless. Doc, over to you.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much. You've covered very nicely the options we have. Just to add to what you said, this is a project we put together so that we are, those of us in the diaspora especially, we want to show that, hey, we can as a group, make a difference, and it's happening. The community, like you said, is gaining from this. We've already passed 50,000 investment in the area already, and we pay the laborers, and then even the landowners. The operators. They're all gaining from that. But in the long run, it's not going to be just that. The community will be doing well. At the same time, we, the investors, will make money. So that's the point we're trying to drive at, and then raise the production of cassava in the region up to. Right now, okay, as you said, you can just start with 1,000 from the beginning. So that's good. Or like you can do on monthly, as you said too. So, and on our website, you can, which we put it on there pretty quickly. You will be able to do a direct deposit into the account, into the company account, okay? And then, and that will take care of that. And then we'll meet, monthly as a big group, management group, and then quarterly as a big group to update. And if you have any knowledge in areas like engineering, sales, and all that, we would love to hear from you. And then we can also see if we can involve you into this. And anytime you're in Ghana, you are definitely allowed to let us know if you go to the site and see what is going on. And then you can also report back. So far, you have people, others in the group like Fomawali Agbonu has been there. Sophie Agbolagba has been there, been to the farm. Ignatius Anyanva has been to the farm. And of course, Judith Ofori has been there several times. Who else? I think this, Anybody else, if I left you out, also, of course, Ferdinand Agbota has been there. Once you let us know, we will inform the operations manager, and then he'll schedule a time for you, and he'll take you to the farm, to the site. You spend there as long as you want to be there, take pictures and all that. So that's what we have on the for now.
Okay. Yo, dog backle ref akpelo ni da Judith Marco leke in Chamalo miawela dojilo akpe. Yo, Marco Muzinga be a question about what is the return on investment on money invested in this venture, and you got quick up in what proportions? Marco, who would like to take that? What is the return on your investment?
Okay, right now, okay. Yeah, as you know, I mean, we are in the development phase of the business, so we are still investing into the business. But a proportion, okay, each share is $100, and once we start, giving our dividend, and after 5 years, whatever amount you are going to get is based on the number of shares you have in the group. So if someone have only 10, you get, it's going to be less than the person who has 100 shares in the group. So that's how we're going to do it. Based on our business model that we put together, it's about 29% return on investment at that point. But of course, this is going to be based on the industry performance once we are ready to do that. Okay.
Okay. You are floating shares along, you are now selling shares at $100 per share. And depending on how many $100 that you contribute, that would constitute the share that you would have in this company at this time. Abna, depending on the dividends will be distributed per your invested interest.
Absolutely.
That's correct. Yes. So if you have 1,000 in that means you got 10 shares. Yes.
Okay. It's a per revenue per calculation. If you contribute about $1,200 a year, that would equal 12 shares per year.
Right.
Yeah. Exactly.
The more you contribute, the more it is added onto your shares. Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah. Our neighbors in Liberia use the leaves of cassava for food. Is this something we can introduce in our diet? The ghosts would not be happy though. Okay. Yeah. I think so Michael, who like Prof,
let's have Prof answer that.
Yes, indeed, the cassava leaves are very nutritious. It has high levels of protein and other essential nutrients for the body. And yes, even in Ghana here, there are some people who use it to prepare food. And I know when we were in secondary school, they were using cassava leaves to prepare palava sauce for us. So yes, it's edible, and you can make good use of it. It's nutritious, and you can enjoy it as any vegetable in your sauce. Thank you.
Use cassava leaves as cotumbria.
To add to what Prof said, when we think into the futuristic, and I'm a visionary, so I'm always thinking ahead, right? Mm-hmm. So down the line, Heritage 20 and Nechi Foundation can actually do a food expose of cassava, right? Mm-hmm. Where we'll actually have cassava-made products, including cassava leaf stew, and like how they do restaurant introductions here in the US, we will have like exhibition of cassava products, including the possible benefits of cassava leaves for stew, and have people actually taste it. Who knows? Gradually, we might get people's palates to get used to cassava leaves and have that as an option to our usual contemporary and other things. So hey, the future is good for cassava. Yeah.
Yeah, Rev, Marco Muzinga, but don't let the future be too long. It's next year, Washington is hosting Ceana convention. You are going to Dallas this year. The next year, ever he has an open invitation for you. Come and take over the Friday. The Friday evening dinner day. Let me accept that
is something doable, right?
Yeah. Come and sponsor the dinner and do your food tasting. And you'll be more than happy to make the arrangements for you.
We have cassava leaf dish as an option, right?
Yeah. Okay. And if Congolese use it too. How they eat it in the north too. But personally, I hate it. Probably how it is prepared. I think the Congolese who use it like contemporary do it better. You are worldly manga. You have delved into Congolese culture. We are running out of time. Nicole, please, if you have any questions for this cassava expose that we'll be having today, Afi our distinguished guest give us their closing remarks.
It's just an amazing and an exciting conversation that I think we should bring back. Even after Ceana, I think we should continue the conversation and keep teaching. I just want to encourage you. We should be coming back to the show and then, just introducing and teaching us, because there's so much. As you discover more, you should be bringing that back to people and getting people more excited and getting more investment. And I hope that in Ceana you're going to have hopefully at least a picture of all these different ones, at least to show us as Ceana before we get to Washington DC. But at least this year we can see the difference. My one question I wanted to also add is: are we doing something with the leaves today in Ghana right now? What are we doing with the leaves? If we are doing anything with it, just a quick one.
Okay, right now we are not. Using the list for anything at this point.
Okay.
We are not, but I'm confident that in most of our schools they're using cassava leaves to prepare palava sauce, and there are people who actually use it in their homes, and there are even restaurants where you go around, and especially Nigerian restaurants, you will find cassava leaves.
Yeah, that's a lot of them there. Yeah. Even here in our African stores, we see them. I just never prepare it myself, but it is there too.
I've tried it once in Indiana. To my feeling, was a little harder or tough to eat, but I was told that maybe they didn't cook it long enough.
Right.
When they cut them, they were too overgrown before they were chopped.
Right.
They could possibly do this. But then in Ghana right now, actually we have the Osae Agri College. Is very near us, so we're in touch with the principal. They have a livestock program there, so they want to use that to feed them.
Okay. Well, it's not wasted, so it is being used right now. Okay. All right, that's good. And for Steve, I think because of timing and because we have 3 of them to do a closing remark, I think we're going to do this. But I really, we'll come back. If Joe, you were on my show, you were on Africulture before, I remember. So you were there. So I thank you. You have an open invitation to come back so that we can dive more in, and as well as, Reverend Martin. And then obviously, and for Michael, you've been there. So open invitation on here. But I think this is just an eye-opening. We learn a lot. And I think we should come back and carry on. The more information we know, the more discovery we have, the more investors we are going to have. So who wants to? If we Steve, anything else before they do closing?
No, I just want to thank them, and I think for settle when you're the VIA, let me so we'll start with the junior side. Prof, if you can give us your closing remark, please.
Yeah, so thank you for the opportunity to be on the Ceana TV. You would all bear with me that cassava has huge potential to to transform our livelihoods and our economy. And Heritage 20 Corporation and Nechi Ghana Limited provides us opportunity to invest in this industry. I'm a Ceana to invest. There are people with us who are not necessarily in the United States. I'm here in Ghana, but I am investing into the business. There are people in Europe and other places that are investing in it. So feel free to join us. It's an open invitation to everybody who wants to be part of this very important history-making venture to join us and be part of the story, so that when we are writing the history of Heritage 20 Corporation, or when we are writing the success stories of cassava in Africa and in Ghana, your name will be mentioned. Akpenami.
Yo, Akpelo. Michael Reverend, your closing remarks, please.
Yes, I just want to say, join us. There are 25 of us right now. My goal is at Ceana, we want to double that number, 100% growth of investments. So if you are listening to me on Ceana TV, when you come to Ceana, we'll have a table there. We are sponsors of Ceana this year, one of the sponsors. Come to our table, pick up an investment package. We want to grow 100% by the end of Ceana. Akpenami.
Yo, Doug, Michael, your closing remarks.
Okay, I would just like to say, it's been very exciting to go to be part of this program today. We've said it all. It's a great opportunity for us to raise the production of cassava in the region and in Ghana as a whole, and then move that closer to Nigeria's production. This is a thing we will do, and to prove that we are actually ready and we can do what we always talk about. We are just not talkers, but we can put our hands to the plow and be part of a very good move, which will be eventually helping the communities that we're there, and then at the same time make some money for ourselves. So please join us. We'll be present at the Ceana in Dallas. We have plenty of time to talk to us and take information and all that to continue this process. It's very, very exciting. Thank you all. Akpenami.
Yo, Akpena Miao. Kaya big blogger of Bama. Never a Dallas. Many sponsors of Dallas Convention. Many Ceana Convention 2025. You are big sponsors. Yeah, Reverend Martin would like us to know. Yeah, Milafia claiming for about 2 hours here, 50 years. Yamabuba Dallas 2 hours, no matter how much you are sponsoring them. 2 hours, not give me them here. 2 hours. Miava a name, Miava a knee. Davia coming up with the Miatuan translate that into some shares. Namia. I can most especially the Minyaba Ceana Media. We are here every week and we bring you Abna. We want you to come and support this our venture as well. Abna, we can continue to create these kinds of opportunities for emerging in our industries within ourselves, most especially like an industry as you, so that we can continue to provide this expose of knowledge and to for everyone. But you made time to be with us. Yeah, Maga use this opportunity to acknowledge all of you that have been online with us. From Simon. Simon has been here with us for Maoli. Take good care of yourself. For Kone, Datina, for Maoli, have Magnum Yanyaba, SM Bank. SM Bank is offering soft loans to businesses like Nechi. So please ever follow up with him. That Judith, Yuko, thank you so much for working. That Evelyn, thank you for joining us. The patience, that part, you have become one of our favorite fan base with Akpenami. For Muzenge, thank you as usual. For thank you for joining us. But now that we have been using the list of mango, south and moringa, guava, etc., as teas, do we have any such use for cassava leaves? Akpenami, Akpena, any Rev, do you want to take that question very quickly, or maybe Prof want to take that BG's question very quickly?
Yeah, I think Prof can take that.
Yeah.
Yeah, indeed, we have looked at the nutritional profile of cassava leaves, and we have looked at the other uses of cassava leaves and what the cassava leaves can do. We have the women in agriculture. Women in agriculture and development. They've done a lot of work trying to promote cassava leaves, especially Ayomi breed for high protein and high beta carotene content. The level of those nutrients in the leaves is way higher than it is in the roots. The cassava leaves are really very nutritious and very healthy for us. So people can make use of it and enjoy it.
Yo, Akpa Prof. Thank you so much, Prof. Yo, kind of your Maraku Afia Miyako Agbato ha asere. Maraku, next week, a presidential candidate. We have two presidential candidates, but one is not able to avail himself to us to be interviewed because he has some conflicts of scheduling, work scheduling that did not permit him to avail himself. If will he have availed himself, he will be online with us to wrap up, get to know or meet your candidates. One, the first time ever in the history that we exposed all the candidates to you to make an informed decision. So please tune in with all your questions and let's listen, and then we can encourage. Unfortunately, this Ceana election is not a universal suffrage, so you can go and vote for who you think you should, but it's a delegate conference. So your core members are those that are going to be voting. So please listen, go back and watch all the videos that we have had, the interview videos, and make an informed decision and empower your Ceana reps who are the core members to make the right choice for Ceana. Itamata Kwenami once again for Steve. So I'll be na Nicole Maraku Maklamino. As always, take care of yourselves and at each other. Until then, we'll see you on air again next week, same time. Nicole, please take it away.
All right. We thank everybody for joining us. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for your faithfulness. We thank you. And I just want to, like Efo Steve said, we'll see you guys next week, next Saturday with Efo Willie. Efo Willie is one of my, he's a former president of my Iwaga Association. So I'm excited to end the series with him. So please join us on Saturday. But before Saturday, I want you to join me tomorrow. Obviously, tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern or 8 p.m. GMT. You're going to see me here with Dogby. We are going to, to be on Agriculture. So I want you to be here tomorrow with me. Also, make sure that you are checking out Agriculture, not just Agriculture on Ceana TV, but on Chatting with Nicole as well. That's my personal channel. So I want you to check that out. I want you guys to, subscribe to Ceana TV if you have not. Subscribe to Chatting with Nicole if you have not. But I'm just so grateful that we were able to do here to do this today, and all the knowledge that we gain about cassava. I love cassava before, but now it's like my love for it is like, it triples. So it triples. So I am very excited for Heritage 21 or, a Nechi. I'm very, very excited for this cause. So I will encourage everybody to join. And all of you, I'll see you guys in Ceana 2025 this year. And we're all going to be on their table to get more information. So I don't want you to miss it. But, until tomorrow, I want you guys to stay safe and blessed. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.
Ago, na mi Ceana duao. When Ceana Zagad Vomakaya Dugamila Dallas 2025 ya Gogovo. Ya Association Challenge have a film guda plero about the Cloviana. A favor ima. Hababo de Sere Jababa Pepe Gaka Yodo Gidimaina Kaga Chowia. A Dova flooded Greater Boston, Washington DC Metro Inca, Domi Drinya. A Fatwade Dankoneba showdown time. Akayo Yena Magakla Magadogola, probably have your judges, Yamaga Hota, Photo Vincent, Cosikla, Afano, Akpene, Amatapi, Paklo for Hamavi, Yonya, Hababoy, Yola, Washington DC Metro Inca, O Jababa, Difia, Apoto Patrick, Sosu, Amaga Jonathan, Safo, Berkla, Greater Boston, Hamavioka Kaba Zozia, a Togo Ponelena, Vava, a Yata, Washington DC Metro Inca, where Hog Ball of Favor Yama, a cat, Tammy come Greater Boston, Tolabo, Yola Banhogal of Fayamade, a Vaga, Locajo, Cameola, the Ivy Kwashi, Plafo Francis Sagbafia, UVA Ade, Wombag Bade, Dega Family of Fayama, a Miato Yola Chicago Ade, Dakaro Amako, Mama Saduji, Kaganya Empress Mousy, a Favor Ima, Nedong Baba Yuma, Hotolia Gake.